Today we are jumping ahead to some geometry. We're doing Chapter 7, Lesson 1, Pairs of Angles. So first, what's an angle? An angle is when two rays, that's the sides of the angle, sharing a common end point. So if we have an end point and here is a ray and here is a ray, the what is formed when these two come together at this end point, which is called a vertex, is called an angle. So let's write that down. So angles are formed when two rays come together meeting at a vertex. So vertical angles are formed by two intersecting lines and are opposite of each other. Let's write that down. So basically that's saying two lines intersect and are opposite of each other. So these are vertical angles, right here and right here, right here and right here. Congruent angles have the same measurement. So these angles can be measured, and there's a tool that you could use to measure them, but for these lessons, they'll tell you what the measurement is. So if you look at this, and we number these, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can see that angle 1, that's how you write it, and angle 3 are vertical angles. We also can see that the measurement of angle 1 is equal to the measurement of angle 3. Because where these lines come together, 1 and 3 have the same measurement, 2 and 4 have the same measurement. And notice how I wrote those. M and then the measurement of 1. So the measurement of angle 1 is equal to the measurement of angle 3. Angle 1, angle 3. So now adjacent angles have a common vertex and a common side, but no common interior points. So have a common vertex and a common side, but no common interior points. And here is a example of adjacent angles. So if you look, right, this is the vertex. That's where the two rays meet, the three rays meet. They have a common side. So that goes with angle 1 and angle 2. But they don't have any other common interior points. So angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Okay, so when you see a figure like this, you could call it many different ways or name it different things. So it could be named angle 1, It could be angle B. It could be angle ABC, or it could be angle CBA. Any of those are correct ways to name angles. Okay? So now I want you to look at the word supplementary. So supplementary is when the sum of measures of two angles equals 180. Therefore, the angles are supplementary. Okay, and that's key, 180 degrees if it's supplementary. 180 degrees is a straight line. So that's something you've got to remember. 180 degrees equals a straight line. So if we're looking at this angle and we see that this is 105 degrees here, and we know that a straight line equals 180, to find this angle right here, all we have to do is take 180 and subtract 105. Equals 75. So therefore, this angle, you could call that Y, although I guess you need to call it angle WYZ, equals 75 degrees. I know that because it's supplementary and a straight line equals 180. Okay, so complementary is when the sum of two angles equals 90 degrees. Okay, so complementary is when the sum of two angles equals 90 degrees. And you see this little red square here? Almost all 90-degree angles are marked with that red square. That means that it is exactly 90 degrees. Okay, so straight up, straight to the right, a solid L. So this one has 15 degrees here. And if we know that this equals 90 degrees, we can take 90 and subtract 15, and it equals 75. So the angle RSV, right, equals 75 degrees. Okay, so now we're going to look at finding some supplementary angles. So suppose measurement BCD equals 121 degrees. Find the measure of its supplement. So we don't know how many degrees x is. X degrees plus the measurement of BCD equals 180 degrees. So now we're going to substitute 121 for the angle BCD. So we have x plus 121 equals 180. We want to subtract 121 from each side. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Simplify that. We have x equals 59 degrees. And that's our answer. So you tried this one. So if an angle has a measurement of 47 degrees, find the measure of its supplement. So once again, remember supplement is 180. Try this one on your own and then come back to me when you're done. If you got x equals 133 degrees, you are correct. So now let's take a look at perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect to form a right angle. Remember, a right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so you can see here, right, it is marked with that red mark that shows that it is a right angle. So if we see that the measurement of 5 is 58 degrees, what's going to be the measurement of 1? Well, knowing that this is 90 degrees, we can take 90 and subtract 58, and we get 32. So the measurement of 1 is 32 degrees. So if we look for measurement 2, well, if you see that 1 is 32 degrees and 2 is opposite of it, that means that they're vertical angles. And therefore, vertical angles are congruent, which means they have the same measurements. So measurement of angle 2 is also 32 degrees. So you try, find the measurements of angle 3 and angle 4. Okay, so you should have got the measurement of angle 3 is 58 degrees, because 3, its opposite angle is 5, and we were given measurement 5 was 58 degrees. And then angle 4, right, when those two lines come together, if this one is a 90 degree, this one's a 90 degree, this one's 90 degree, and these two added together are 90 degrees. So angle 4 is 90 degrees. Okay, so today your homework is page 216 and 217, number 5 through 27, odd. Happy homeworking!